Hello, it's Mark Grogan from O'Neill Real Estate, and this is number 6 Sorbus Lane in Forrestfield. Which one is number 6? This one over here. This is brand new kind of living around here, folks. This one is only, well, they've been living here for a couple of years, but everything around it is pretty much brand new. The sounds in the background, that's the roof going on one of the last ones. By the time you get here, it's going to have a roof. The sounds of people cutting steel, that'll be done. But this is the house. This is what we've got. A beautiful 2-story townhouse with a whole lot of stuff going on, and I'm going to show you room by room what is going on with this one. It is a very nice place to be. So I'm going to walk you through room by room, but I'm going to give you a bit of a crash course first, because we go through the entrance through to the living area. So I will show you that. We have living area, kitchen, outside, conveniently located outside, and we have reverse cycle ducted air conditioning. We have all sorts of stuff going on here. Now, we're back at the front. Upstairs, that's upstairs. We'll go upstairs in a moment and see what is going on there. For now, let's go through the entrance and take a step into room number 1 or number 4 or study or other living area, whatever you need it to be. It is a good sized room. You can see that on the floor plan that is available online. Measure it up, see if your stuff will fit. It's a big room. I reckon most stuff would fit in here. That's a big desk. That's a good sized shelf. One thing I'll point out, you're seeing some boxes and stuff. This is a very raw video we're doing for you here. There's boxes, which is a very good sign because it means they're moving out. They are heading to the country kind of zones. That's where they're heading, and they are making their move. So they're packing up to make that happen. The walk-in robe could be a study nook if you needed it to be. It's good size space. And as we go through this way, we have a toilet. I won't spend a lot of time here, but, well, I mean, you might. Depends on how you're feeling, I suppose. But we have the toilet with the powder room, wash basin and everything downstairs. This is the laundry. Now, these aren't the most exciting rooms normally, but we have laundry. Laundry's being a laundry, but it's also got that great storage under the stairs. So, you know, you can chuck your stuff. That's not an exciting thing to look at because it's somebody else's stuff right now. But when it's your stuff, you're going to love that because you can just stash things away. Every house needs a place to stash stuff. And that is the ideal setup for it here. So down here in the living area, which is far more exciting than the stash stuff under the stairs currently, but this is a beautiful part of the home. We've got reverse cycle ducted aircon, as I mentioned before, plus ceiling fan down here. And the meals area all leads through to that courtyard, which we'll go and have a look at in a second. And the kitchen has stone tops. It's also got that breakfast bar at the other side of the bench. Plus good overhead storage. And a tremendously practical kind of setup. This is one of those raw videos. You want to see stuff because, like, you're doing this to see what the house is all about. I'm kind of giving you the tour that you might take if you were here yourself, where you'd sneakily look in the pantry. And I will quickly, sneakily. Yep, pantry. Yep, cool. You don't have to feel guilty. I did it for you. I do often see people come through houses and have to do what, you know, they feel like they're being sneaky having a look in there, but I've just shown you. So this is the equivalent of being here yourself without the guilt. All right, I am heading outside to show you what's happening in the courtyard. And it is not a lot. Not a lot happens in the courtyard. It is very, very low maintenance. It is a superbly well-utilized block, as you would have seen from the floor plan. We've got really good living space and very, very low maintenance out here. That is about as simple as it can get. Some mulch, some pavers, and the lock-up carport, which does actually function quite nicely. There's access out to the laneway, which I'll show you at the end. But you can get out to that laneway from here. In fact, I'll show you now. Might as well. I'm here. You still got to see the upstairs. That's far more exciting than this, but I will do this anyway because, you know, we're here and I know that you appreciate the efficiency. So electric roller door. You've got walkout access onto that park at the front. Didn't really make that big of a deal about that park, but it is beautiful having that right out the front of your property. And so the laneway here, so straight in there, plenty of room to swing in and out. And I'm not going to lie, you know, the cat tower you saw there behind the ute, that's the ute from this house. And that's the cat tower from inside the house. Because, well, you know, they don't look that great in photos, I've got to be honest. As a cat, if you were, you know, cruising whatever the cat version of realestate.com is, I'm sure you'd love it. In fact, it's quite similar to this house. It's like a 2-story kind of setup. All right, let's go upstairs and have a look at what is going on there. All right, which way do we go? Well, firstly, we have this area here with the Velux skylight. Very nice. So the activity room. This is the main bedroom. Well, it's not the main bedroom actually. It fits a queen size bed. There's the main bedroom on the other side. But good size room with the built-in robes. The 2 sliding mirror doors. Told you there's 2. And bedroom number 3, I guess, because that was technically number 2. Got the sliding door robes in here. And if you're tall enough, a nice outlook to the hills. And I'm not very tall, I've got to be honest. But a nice outlook to the hills from here as well. All right, so this is, in theory, the main bedroom. Changes of furniture and all of those sorts of things as preparation for selling has happened, and that's what we have right now. So this room is certainly big enough for a king-size bed. Has the walk-in robe. Nice curtains on here and a lovely outlook across the park. So it is all really nice and new and fresh and lovely in this home. This is the bathroom. So it's a semi-ensuite bathroom. This is access from the room that we were just in. And a good sized shower. Stone tops for the vanity. And all very, very nicely done. So you've got a couple of living spaces, 4 bedrooms, plus the bathroom upstairs or the second living room downstairs, depending on how you want to utilize it. It's a very versatile kind of setup, and I think there is a lot to like about what is on offer with this one. Hopefully that tour gives you enough of an idea. I'll quickly run back out to the front so you can see that in a little bit more detail, because I walked straight in the front door and you might have missed stuff. So firstly, I've got to say, it is a good looking home, hey? Look at that. That really does look good. And you've got this path that leads through the park, and there's all interconnected paths around here. You can see that for yourself on Google Maps. It's the school at the end, and little seating area and everything here as well. It's a really nice kind of feel being here. I hope you can come and have a look at it for yourself. If you can't come and have a look at it for yourself, and that's why you're watching this video, well, I think you'll like it when you're here. There is a lot to like about this property and this location. Hopefully this tour has shown you what you need to see. If there's anything else you need to know, it's Mark Rogan from O'Neill Real Estate. Thank you very much for taking the time to have a look around. Talk with you soon.